Hey, Cowboys fan, it's been a tough ride, hasn't it? Losing Dak Prescott for the season with that hamstring injury feels like a gut punch. As fans, we know how crucial he is to the team's success, and seeing him sidelined is like watching our hopes take a timeout. But here we are, still holding on to that spark of hope, because that's what we do. Now, you've probably heard the buzz around Daniel Jones. After 6 seasons with the Giants, they decided to part ways with him, and he's officially a free agent. A 27-year-old quarterback like Jones, who's had his ups and downs, is now out there waiting for a team to give him a shot. Could he be the answer for a team like ours, desperate for stability at quarterback? Let's be real, Jones' 2020 performance wasn't exactly inspiring. 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and a 2-8 record before he was benched? Ouch, but every player deserves a second chance, right? What do you think? Could Jones find redemption in the right situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. We're on a mission to reach 12,000 subscribers, and your support means the world. Stick around, we've got a lot more to dive into about Jones, Dak, and what's next for the Cowboys. So let's address the elephant in the room. Daniel Jones won't be wearing the star anytime soon. According to NFL insider Josina Anderson, the Cowboys have no interest in pursuing him. For a team grappling with Dak Prescott's absence, you'd think picking up a free agent quarterback would at least be on the table, right? But not this time. Why not? Well, it's pretty clear. Jones just doesn't seem like the game changer we'd need to salvage this season. Sure, he's got potential. He wouldn't have lasted 6 years with the Giants if he didn't, but his 2020 stats don't exactly scream franchise savior. Let's not forget, this season alone, Jones threw almost as many interceptions as touchdowns, plus his injury history doesn't exactly inspire confidence. Instead, the Cowboys are sticking with what they've got: Cooper Rush and Trey Lance. Rush has proven he can step in when needed, and Lance, though still unpolished, has a lot of potential if given the right time and opportunity to grow. It's a gamble, no doubt, but maybe it's the right move in the long run. What about you? Do you agree with this decision? Should the Cowboys have at least considered giving Jones a shot, or do you think sticking with Rush and Lance is the better play? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to hear what you'd do if you were in Jerry Jones' shoes. And hey, if you're enjoying this conversation, help us keep it going. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our take on the latest Cowboys news. Your support fuels what we do here, and we'd love for you to be part of our journey to 12,000 subscribers. Now, let's take a closer look at the big what if. What would it have been like if Daniel Jones actually joined the Cowboys? Let's dive into that next. Alright, let's imagine for a moment. What if Daniel Jones actually suited up for the Cowboys? Would it have been a game changer or just more of the same? This is where things get interesting. On one hand, Jones has shown flashes of brilliance. He's mobile, can extend plays with his legs, and has a decent arm. Pair him with the Cowboys' offensive weapon CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Tony Pollard, and you start to wonder if maybe, just maybe, Jones could thrive here. After all, sometimes a change of scenery is all a player needs to reignite their career. But let's not forget the other side of the coin. Jones hasn't exactly been consistent. His 2020 stats are a stark reminder: 8 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Would he really be an upgrade over Rush or Lance? Probably not. Plus, there's the learning curve. Bringing in a quarterback mid-season is like asking someone to jump into a moving car. It rarely works out smoothly. There's also the matter of chemistry. Would Jones mesh with the team? Would the offensive line give him the protection he needs to succeed? It's all hypothetical, but worth considering. Now, I've got a question for you. If you were calling the shots, would you have taken a chance on Jones? Or do you think the Cowboys are better off rolling with Rush and Lance for now? Let me know in the comments, and while you're there, Vote in our poll. Who should be the Cowboys QB during Doc's absence? Rush, Lance, or Jones? Here's the thing, though this debate is more than just about the here and now. It's about how the Cowboys handle adversity and plan for the future. Speaking of the future, let's shift our focus. What does the road ahead look like for this team, especially with Doc expected to return in 2025? Oh, and before we move on, a quick reminder, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. We're counting on your support to help us reach 12,000 subscribers. Stick with us, we're just getting started. Let's look ahead for a moment. What's next for the Dallas Cowboys? With Dak Prescott expected to make a full recovery for the 2025 season, it's tempting to think everything will go back to normal. But let's be honest, as fans, we know this team can't just rely on hope. The 2024 season has exposed some big questions about depth at quarterback. Sure, Cooper Rush and Trey Lance are holding down the fort, but is either of them the long-term answer if Dak gets sidelined again? The team's current approach feels like a short-term fix, not a sustainable strategy for the future. This brings us to an important discussion. Should the Cowboys invest in drafting or signing a young, high-potential quarterback to groom as Doc's successor? Or should they double down on Lance and give him a serious shot to develop into that role? There's no easy answer, but one thing's clear: we need a plan to avoid repeating this kind of QB crisis. What do you think? Should the Cowboys stick with what they have or start looking for their quarterback of the future? Drop your opinion in the comments and let's get a real debate going. Now, beyond the QB situation, the future is about more than just one position. How the front office handles this offseason roster decisions, coaching tweaks, maybe even some bold trades will set the tone for 2025. And as fans, we've got every reason to stay invested. Before we dive into our final thoughts, here's a quick reminder: subscribe to the channel and enable notifications so you can stay in the loop on everything Cowboys related. Let's hit that 12,000 subscriber milestone together. Now, stick around because we're wrapping things up with a final take that ties all of this together. You don't want to miss it. Let me know if you're ready to move to the conclusion in Chapter 5. Alright, Cowboys Nation, let's bring it all together. This season has been a roller coaster from Doc's injury to all the speculation about potential replacements like Daniel Jones. The truth is, the Cowboys made their choice to stick with Cooper Rush and Trey Lance, and while it might not be the flashy move some fans wanted, it shows the team is playing the long game. Daniel Jones might have been an interesting option, but let's be real, he's not the magic fix for this season. His struggles with consistency and turnovers wouldn't guarantee success, and bringing him in could have disrupted the little rhythm the team has left. For now, the Cowboys are betting on what they already have, and honestly, that might be the smartest move given the circumstances. But this decision also highlights a bigger issue: the need for a solid plan beyond Dak Prescott. The 2025 season could be a reset, but only if the front office takes a hard look at the quarterback depth and makes the right moves to avoid a repeat of 2024's challenges. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the Cowboys made the right call by passing on Jones? What would you do differently if you were in charge? Let me know in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're counting on you to help us hit 12,000 subscribers. It's your support that keeps this channel thriving. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Cowboys!